through an open flame. Midnight wrapped around her shoulders. Nobody ever learns her name. She orders something strong, says she's only killing time. But the way the whole room watches tells another story tonight. She never stays, she never slows. Like a lonely wind, nobody knows. When the last guitar begins to fade, she's already gone like yesterday. She laughs just enough to make a stranger believe, then leaves a silence harder than she'll ever be. She says, don't build tomorrow on a moment like this, then smiles like she's hiding a lifetime she'll never admit. She never stays, she never waits. She lets the night decide her fate. One slow dance, one last song. Before you know it, she's moving on. Maybe she's running from yesterday's pain. Maybe she's tired of hearing her name. Maybe forever never crossed her mind. She's just chasing freedom, one night at a time. I could reach for her, but I know better now. Some hearts belong to the open road somehow. She never stays, she never slows. Like an old blues melody that nobody owns. When the lights come up, she's out the door, leaving memories wanting more. If tonight's all there is, that's enough for me. Some angels aren't meant to be kept forever. She never stays, she only passes through. And somehow you never forget her. These old boots carry stories now and then. Some mornings take a little longer to begin, but every breath reminds me where I've been. The world keeps spinning without asking why. Morning still paints colors across the sky. Time never lingers for a soul to plead. It simply whispers, keep becoming who you'll be. I watch dreams bloom and I've watched them fall. Heard laughter echo down an empty hall. Some prayers found me years too late, it's true, but the sweetest things are worth waiting to. Every scar became a line inside my soul, teaching me where broken hearts grow strong. The road was never straight or easy to see, but every winding mile kept leading me. We're just passing through this life, like the evening breeze through whispering pines. Tiny pieces of a story far beyond our eyes. Every heartbeat written in a grand design. The older I grow, the clearer it becomes. Life isn't measured by the races won. If the morning still calls my name, then heaven says my journey isn't done. There is nothing wrong with waking up one more day old. There's an open road beneath the fading sun, miles behind me, yet I'm not outrun. The old songs playing through a weathered radio still carry pieces of the boy I used to know. I used to chase tomorrow at full speed, thinking somewhere else held everything I need. Now I slow down just enough to see the miracle was always surrounding me. I won't curse the silver in my hair. Each strand is proof that love was there. Every goodbye taught my heart to pray. Every sunrise gave another chance to stay. Time won't wait, it never turns around, yet hope keeps blooming in familiar ground. Around each corner hidden from our sight, there's still another reason to believe in life. We're just passing through this life, like autumn winds that dance through ancient pines. Tiny pieces of forever in the maker's hands, never truly lost within his perfect plan. The older I grow, the softer my heart sings, grateful for the ordinary little things. Every wrinkle, every memory told is another page worth more than gold. If I wait to see another dawn unfold, I'll thank the sky before the day grows old, because every sunrise is a gift untold. There is nothing wrong, no, there is nothing wrong with being one more day old. So if tomorrow finds me walking slow, I'll still be smiling everywhere I go. For every year has taught my heart this truth: growing older never steals your youth. It teaches you what youth was always for. Time go, years flew fast, but days move slow. Now the face I see in the mirror's eyes feels like someone I don't recognize. The lines tell stories I never planned, of losing grip, then learning to stand. Every road that I wandered through somehow led me back to truth. Somewhere along the way I changed. The future slipped and rearranged, turned into moments I can't replay, while time kept drifting away. I've seen enough to know what stays, and watch the rest all fade to gray. But there's still roads calling my name somewhere along the way. I still feel young inside my mind, even when my body lags behind. I'm not as quick as I used to be, but there's still a world out there for me. I walked through wrong, I walked through right, felt the dark and chased the light. Every mile, every bend I've known left a lesson carved in stone. Somewhere along the way I found pieces of me I thought I'd lost. The days slipped by without a sound, but every second had a cost. I've seen enough to know what stays, and let the rest just fade away. Still got miles I've yet to face. Somewhere along the way I wouldn't change the path I took. Every chapter, every look, the broken parts, the victories, they all became the heart of me. Standing here still in the race, time can't take what I embrace. Even now I feel it grow, a deeper truth I've come to know. Somewhere along the way I see the man I was and who I'll be. Not so far, not yesterday, just echoes that refuse to fade. I've seen enough to trust the flow, to let go of what I can't hold. And every road I'll walk someday will meet me somewhere this life, come what may, unfold somewhere along the way. Somewhere along the way, where did the years all disappear? Seems like yesterday I was chasing dreams with nothing left to fear. Now the silver in my hair tells stories my heart still hides. The man staring back has lived 1,000 lives. I've stumbled through the rain, I've danced beneath the sun, lost a few good friends, but never stopped moving on. Every scar I carry, every bridge I crossed, taught me the difference between treasure and loss. Somewhere along the way, tomorrow became yesterday. Without a single warning, time quietly slipped away. One sunrise at a time, one goodbye at a time. Now every little memory feels more precious than gold. I still wake with dreams, too stubborn to let go. These old boots may walk slower, but they still know the road. The miles have bent my back, but never broke my soul. There's another horizon waiting before they ring that final bell. I've learned love is worth the heartbreak, faith is worth the fall. The richest man alive is the one who's lived it all. Somewhere along the way, I finally found my peace. Not in all the answers, but in learning to believe. The future became yesterday, so softly I never knew, until one quiet morning the mirror spoke the truth. If I had one more lifetime, I'd walk these roads again. Every tear, every victory, every loss, every friend, because every wrong turn, every mountain climb, every lonely midnight was shaping that money could never buy. The road ain't over yet, there's still another dawn. As long as this old heart beats, I'll keep moving on. Somewhere along the way, I found the man I was always meant to be. Gravel meets the rain, where every sunset carried someone's pain. Old boots hanging by the back porch door, still waiting for the man who came no more. Every secret that I kept, every promise I couldn't protect, I learned that silence has a voice, even when the world gives you no choice. I've worn these scars like an old blue coat, but hope still floats. When the river turns, I'll be standing there with these weathered hands and a faithful prayer. I've lost enough to know what's true. The darkest nights still carry you. No storm can steal what the soul has earned. I'll keep believing until the river turns. Watched dreams disappear like smoke, heard 1,000 promises go broke. Every empty mile beneath these wheels taught me what forever really feels. Some people leave without goodbye, some memories never really die. But somewhere underneath this skin, there's a fire that refuses to give in. Every road that nearly broke my name still led me home again. When the river turns, I'll be standing there with these weathered hands and a faithful prayer. I've lost enough to know what's true. The darkest nights still carry you. No storm can steal what the soul has earned. When the river turns, I'll lift my eyes to the morning breaking through the skies, to stay down there. Hope has always known my name, and when the river finally turns, I'll never be the same. The river always finds the sea, and somehow, so do we. Son, I walked these broken roads before, wore out boots on forgotten floors. I've seen dreams disappear with the rain, and learned that hope still calls your name. Don't measure life by the storms you've known. Even the strongest oak has grown through winters that refused you in, yet somehow found the spring again. Take a breath, don't lose your ground. Sometimes strength makes not a sound. Keep the fire alive tonight, even when you lose the light. Hold on tight through wind and rain. Every heartbreak shapes your name. Don't let yesterday decide who you'll be when morning shines. Your story's far from its last page. Keep the fire alive. There'll be nights when the sky feels low, and nobody sees the tears you hold. You'll question every step you made, wonder if the price was worth the pain. But every scar becomes a map, leading you where you're meant to stand. The road gets long before it bends, but every ending starts again. Faith is loud, it's quiet and true. It keeps believing inside of you. Keep the fire alive. at a time. Keep the fire alive tonight. Let your weary soul ignite. Every mile has brought you here. Every doubt has disappeared. Lift your eyes and face the dawn. The darkest nights don't last that long. Your best days are still waiting, just beyond the morning light. So when the world grows cold and wild, remember these words for a little while. The strongest hearts aren't those that never fall. They're the ones that always rise. Some hearts never leave, they just learn to hide in the corners of old songs, in the spaces deep inside. 17 and reckless, windows down all night, chasing fading sunsets, believing love was right. Your laughter filled the silence like a melody so free. Back when every road ahead looked like eternity. We were young enough to promise, too young to understand that forever sometimes slips away like water through your hands. Some hearts never leave you, though the years keep rolling by. Some names stay written softly across the midnight sky. I've known stronger seasons, I've found a faithful love, but some hearts never leave you. They're a gift from God above. I heard you built a life somewhere far beyond this town, a family gathered around your table, roots growing in the ground. And I've been blessed with kindness, more than I deserve. A woman who stood beside me through every twist and curve. Still an old guitar can find me on a quiet evening drive and bring back pieces of a boy I thought I'd left behind. It ain't sorrow, it ain't longing, it ain't wishing things had changed. It's just a photograph for the soul that time could never erase. Some hearts never leave you, though the years keep rolling by. Some names stay written softly across the midnight sky. I've known deeper rivers, I've crossed oceans a gift from God above. The porch lights glowing in my memory, summer hanging in the air. I can almost hear your footsteps, feel your shadow standing there. Young enough to trust tomorrow, certain nothing ends, not knowing life would turn our story into once upon a friend. Was worthy of, but some hearts never leave you. They become a part of us. Some hearts never leave you. Though goodbye had to come, they're still living somewhere between memory and song. Between memory and song. Between memory and song. So, some hearts never leave. They just keep singing on. Heavier in worn-out shoes. Some mornings take a little longer to begin, like the sun's unsure if it should rise again. But the world keeps spinning without a sound. Doesn't wait for me to catch up now. Time don't ask, it don't explain. It just carries us through joy and pain. We're just drifting through this borrowed time, like a quiet breeze through endless pines. Just fragments of a greater plan, lines we'll never fully understand. And the older I get, the more I see it's not about who I used to be. There's a quiet grace I've come to hold, and simply living another day old. I've had days that slip right through my hands, dreams that didn't turn out like I planned. Watch some roads just fade away, way. Used to drive like I was chasing gold. Every mile felt like I had to know. Now I left the engine hum real low. Let the silence say what I don't. We're just drifting through this borrowed time, like a restless wind through ancient pines. Just pieces in a vast design, falling gently into line. And the older I get, the more I know. Not every seed is meant to grow, but there's a quiet strength inside my soul in becoming another day old. I won't forget the roads I've crossed, every win and every loss. They built the ground I'm standing on, even when the moment's gone. Time won't stop, it won't rewind, but there's something waiting every time. Around each bend, beyond each bend, a chance to start again. We're just passing through this fragile time, like a whisper lost in endless pines. Just small reflections of the whole, carried where the currents roll. And the older I get, the more I know. There's beauty in letting go. Yeah, there's nothing left I need to prove. Just another day to live, to lose. So I'll take it slow, let the moments unfold, find my peace in growing old. And if this life is all I'm shown, I'll be grateful just to call it home. Give that man 30 years, and somewhere in those endless days, I forgot my own reflection. Lost myself along the way. Made my world a little smaller so his could fill the sky. Bit my tongue through tears and heartache, and never asked him why. I called it love and sacrifice, that's what I believed. Never knowing piece by piece I was the one I'd leave. Then I looked up one cold morning, saw a stranger in the glass, and I knew I couldn't spend one more day living like that. I'm not angry, just too tired to fight, too empty to run. Lost myself trying to keep him satisfied, and that's a debt I can't pay with the rest of my life. I'm not angry, I don't hate him, that chapter's closed. There's no poison in my heart, no revenge left to hold. But a woman can only give away so much light before she wakes up wondering who she is at night. And I've spent enough years standing in the dark, keeping someone warm while I froze inside my heart. Now the silence feels different, like freedom dressed in pain. But I'd rather walk alone than disappear again. I'm not angry, just done, too tired to fight, too empty to run. Lost myself trying to keep him satisfied, and that's a debt I can't pay with the rest of my life. I'm not angry, just done. No thunder, no gun, no slamming of doors. Just a woman finally choosing herself once more. Sometimes the bravest goodbye ain't loud at all. No screaming in the hallway, no dramatic fall, just a quiet voice whispering, baby, you've stayed long enough. I'm not angry, just done. The battle is won, the hurting is through, and the woman I spent years searching for was waiting beneath the ruins. I'm not angry, just done. Finally becoming who I was before. A woman who remembers she's worth fighting for. Not angry, just done. No bitterness, no blame, just walking away with my name finally my own name. I know you're tired, Lord, I see it in your eyes, carrying that weight beneath those midnight skies. Some days feel endless, some nights cut so deep. You wonder how you're standing when you barely get no sleep. But you opened up your eyes this morning, and your heart still found a way. That little beat inside your chest said, child, don't fade away. You walked through storms that broke the strongest men, still here, still breathing again. when nobody knows. You've come too far to turn around. Don't let your dreams fall to the ground. Keep going, baby, hold on tight. The darkest hour ain't the end of the night. I've seen those shadows sitting heavy on a chair. I've heard the silence whispering that nobody cares. But every scar you carry tells a story of your fight. Every tear you've cried became a reason to survive. You don't have to be a hero. You don't have to wear a crown. Just put one foot before the other when life tries to drag you down. The river keeps rolling toward the sea. That's where your heart was born to be. Keep going down the road. One more mile, one more soul. Keep going when the cold wind blows. When nobody knows you've come too far to turn around. Don't let your dreams fall to the ground. Keep going, baby, hold on tight. The darkest hour ain't the end of the night. Maybe tomorrow holds a better sunrise. Maybe tomorrow brings a little peace of mind. You don't need all the answers tonight. Just keep that little fire alive. Oh, keep it alive. Oh, keep going down the road. One more mile, one more soul. Keep going through the rain and pain till the sunshine comes again. You've come too far to let it go. There's more ahead than you'll ever know. Keep going, baby, don't lose sight. Your story's still being written tonight. Keep going, keep going. One more day, one more day, one more prayer, one more prayer, one more chance. You'll get there. Yeah. Keep going, baby, keep going.